Hey, we're here at GDC. I'm sitting down with Sean Kearney. Kearney?
Just completely
Pronounced
correct.
okay?
Yes.
Maker of One Player Pong, which came out, a month or two ago, something like that. Looking at his new project called Zero Sum, which is incredibly early state. So, but we're down to check it out. I
Yeah,
don't mind when
right.
things are half finished. I kind of like that, actually. So,
Or even a third finished.
or even a third finished. Any amount of finished is
Yes.
fine with me. So, what is Zero Sum?
So Zero Sum is it's like a math game, but
Okay.
I'm pretty stupid. I failed algebra twice.
Okay.
So I was like obsessed with making a math game, and I was
Yeah.
like, I want to make a math game that I could play. So it's a math game where all you can do is use plus or minus signs. That's
Okay.
the whole game.
I like that.
And it's inspired by, I don't know if you've ever seen Good Will Hunting.
I sure have.
But when you watch those guys, when Matt Damon and the professor are like doing
Yeah.
the math equations on
Yeah.
the board,
Yeah.
and there's just that awesome feeling where they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got this number, oh, we did it. So I was like, I want to make a game like that,
Yeah.
but I'm stupid, so this is
Okay.
a stupid person's math game.
Nice. A stupid person's
Yeah. And as I said to you earlier, there is temp programmer art in here.
Okay.
And so just keep that in mind.
Okay. Possibly copyrighted images.
Possibly.
And so this is a cutscene.
Yes, this is a cutscene. I don't think I have Jennifer Lawrence's permission yet.
Okay.
Yet. There's an email. Or Meryl Streep's.
Those might not be those people. They just look
Yeah.
kind of similar.
Mm-hmm. That's Cheryl Sweet and Bennifer Bournes. And so the overall story of the game is you're a scientist, a young scientist,
Yes.
named Randy,
Uh-huh.
and she is working for a scientist who has just found the cure for cancer
Oh.
using a math algorithm
Okay.
that is only pluses and minuses. And so you have to finish off the equation. She left some pieces blank for you.
Oh, okay.
And so all you do is you tap in between a number to add a plus or minus sign, and you're trying to get the sum to equal 0.
Yeah.
Get it? Zero sum?
I get it.
So if 1 minus 2 is -1, minus 3 is -4, so I think if I go plus 4, that equals 0.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
And then one of the cool things about it is that right now this number is 1,266,
Yeah.
but if I put a minus sign in the middle, now it's 12 minus 66.
Oh,
But if I go 12 minus 6 minus 6,
Yeah.
oops, that equals
you
0.
get 0. Dang. Okay, so this is more complicated than you sold it as. You said this is for stupid people.
This is for if you can do basic addition,
Okay.
and then it blows out from there.
Wow, and then they crisscross.
So then it becomes like a crossword puzzle. But
my.
this actually gets a little bit easier, because
Yeah.
if you solve 1, right, you now know, like, all right, well, this has to be 0.
Yeah.
So you go and you put, this one's all zeros.
Wow.
I've played this like 1,000 times,
Yes.
so I'm quite good at it. And then you get these, which are pretty interesting, because if all the numbers are the same numbers, like so many ways you can get this to equal 0.
Yeah.
Like that's 1,
Yeah.
but you're never going to get this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the one on the Y to
So you
equal
can't always
0.
take the easy way.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go like, all right, well, 4 plus 4 minus 4 minus 4 equals 0, but no, I need this to be a plus sign.
Okay.
So what about that? And so then 5 plus 3 is 8, minus 80, minus 80.
Wow.
Or minus 8.
You're blowing my mind.
And so you can go, it blows out each time, right? So now this one, I want to go 6 minus 14 plus 8 equals 0.
Wow.
0 minus 2.
Okay. I'm just watching your fingers push things. I'm not like trying to follow along. And so we're on puzzle 5, and it's like crisscrossing like 10 different ways.
Yeah. So it blows out pretty big, and I have some
Okay.
other mechanics that aren't in it yet.
Yeah.
Or aren't in this build. That
Yeah.
I've built them out, but ones where obviously timed levels,
Yeah.
and then ones where the equation, if you don't answer fast enough, if you press minus after enough time, it actually like sweats off. And so you have to like answer the individual pieces really quickly, or at least remember where they are.
That's stressing
So
me out
yeah,
just
it
thinking
kind of
about it.
blows it out a bit.
Okay.
And here, if I get through this puzzle, it gets to the next cutscene that really shows the drama of the game.
The drama.
So here we go. 1 minus 8 is -7. Plus 4 plus 3 is 0. And then this one I can leave blank because I need this to be 18. Oh no!
Oh,
Shoot.
Oh, you
Let me
went
really
all
quick-
the way back.
I went
Oh
all the
my
way
god.
This is the only thing that I didn't allow for.
Yeah.
And there's no way to skip this.
And there's no way
so
to
we might
skip
want to
everything.
cut this
Yeah.
part of the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Well, we'll let you get back to your spot.
Yeah.
We'll allow you to do that. So we can just chit chat while this is happening.
Yeah.
So you had never made a game before One Player Pong, right?
Not on my own.
Not
so
on your own.
I'm a game designer for my job, and so
Okay.
I'd worked at Disney for a couple years.
Okay.
And had worked at Disney Mobile for a few years, and basically while I was there, my boss, Tim, him and a couple coworkers taught me how to program.
Really?
And so I started with Game Salad.
Yeah.
And did some prototypes, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then my boss had told me he wasn't classically trained, and so he was or didn't have a degree. So he was like, pick the easiest thing, the easiest tool to learn, learn that tool, and then when you get to a game that's too difficult to do with that tool, pick a new tool.
Yeah.
And I worked my way from Game Salad to Game Maker, and then finally to Unity, which is what we were making all of our games with at Disney.
Yeah.
And so, fortunately for me, I had a lot of support from people who knew how to use Unity and were willing to sit down with me as I just blindly tried to rope my way through it.
Yeah.
And then One Player Pong was the first thing I did on my own. And now this.
And that was done in Unity?
It was done in Unity, yeah, and so is this.
So is this. That's very interesting. So, are you still at Disney, or are you out on your own now?
No, so I left Disney, and I'm still working at a developer right now, but they're allowing me to make things on my own and do my own sort of stuff, and so I'm excited about, that's kind of where I'm really pumped to try and, make some of these goofy ideas work and see what happens.
Is it hard when I ask you questions while you're doing this?
Not as hard
Okay,
as
so
you
we're
think.
look at it. We're already
so now
back.
we're back here.
Okay, the saga continues. It's the next morning
So they've cured cancer
with your help.
exactly.
And now this dashing fellow comes in.
That's Hans Gruber from
Yes.
Die Hard. And then we're coming up to the part that my wife really wanted me to fix before I got here, but I didn't have the time.
Oh, good. Well,
So
we'll
I
capture
will
it
point
for the world
out.
to see.
Yes. I thought she goes, "Oh, it's funny." She's like, "But," she's like, "In the next scene, you gotta change something. That's not the way that hand should look." And she was pretty frustrated with me that I didn't fix it. I was like, I couldn't find another hand on Google.
That's okay. That looks awesome. Oh,
So your
man.
professor's dead. But as she
Yikes.
fell down, she wiped off all of the operators.
Okay.
Which I believe is the official term for plus or minus sign.
It could be. I don't know.
And so now you need to go through and save and cure cancer for her.
That is a pretty awesome premise right there.
So it's like, the Born Identity meets Goodwill Hunting.
Wait, she came back up to life real quick, or she's slowly
She's
dying?
slowly dying. I mean,
Okay.
think about a bullet in the head is.
Yeah, it doesn't always take you out.
Yeah,
right
I
away.
mean, it bleeds out slowly. So I really want to do a mechanic that was family friendly with a plot that was not at all.
Yeah. So that's cool. So, I think the concept and everything seems really interesting. I haven't seen anyone do kind of that crisscrossing math problem sort of thing. And despite what you're saying, I don't think it's just for stupid people. I think it's a thinker's puzzle game.
Yeah, it's definitely it definitely gets complex.
Yeah.
I can breeze through these levels because in testing it, I've had to play it a million times,
Yeah.
but I still get stumped.
Yeah.
And in later levels, you get to ones where it's actually 3x3.
Oh, it went right off the page.
Yep. That was taking a bug and
continue.
turning into something
Yes.
that was like, no, that's stylistically
Looks
works.
good that way. Cool.
So,
that's
yeah.
zero sum.
So that's zero sum.
Early state now, but what's your plan for having this get released?
Yeah, so I'm probably looking for I don't know, within a month or two.
Month or
to
two?
try and get it out in the store, and I think I'm just gonna go paid.
Yeah.
Just seems to make sense, especially for a puzzle game like this, and honestly, doing trying the free to play thing with One Player Pong, didn't go as well as I would have
Really?
hoped.
I thought, wasn't it $1? I thought it was $1.
No,
Oh,
that was the
free?
thing, and I was super light with the ads because I was like, I don't want to bombard people with ads, and then I've like loved the support. Like tons of people picked it up and played it, and it's been awesome. And like I couldn't have asked for more than that.
Yeah.
But like I like made no money. And so I was like, well, maybe it'd be nice to try and like have a lot of people play it and make money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that could be fun.
Eating is fun. And,
Yeah, you know, paying rent is an enjoyable thing.
Yeah, totally.
So.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be following along with Zero Sum. I'm sure. Do you post about this in the forums or anything yet?
No, this is my big reveal, and then I'm going to start
Okay.
posting on the forums and
Cool.
definitely, yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll be able to follow along with that, and then
Yeah.
we'll look forward to it in the next couple of months, I would say.
Yeah,
Cool.
awesome.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Thank you so much, Jade.